Hey guys, welcome back. John Megacycle here, another episode of Factorio. Hope you are enjoying the show, cause I'm having fun making the show. Do 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 do. Something else that rhymes with show. Okay, I would love another requester chest. Just cancel that, please. No, provider. Oh, I already had some providers. Dang it. There's coal. I want to make coal part of the network as well because I need that for plastic. Actually, I need a requester chest. Cancel. Requester chest. Robots. Thank you. How's this doing? Not too great. Not too bad. I don't really have any extra coal on me, which I should grab. It gets amazing at a certain point then when you're not worried about how much stuff or how much crap you have on you. The logistics bots will take care of all that for me. I don't have to worry about none of this crap. None of this crap. Okay. And it is out, so coal is desperately needed. There's the coal. Here we go. 100 please would be great. How much do I need per transaction? 50 is fine. I don't want to overburden my bots. Oh god, 500. And actually, to better prove the point, there we go. There. And actually, the process is so fast. Let's just do 70. That's good too. So we've hooked up iron, coal, steel, copper, batteries, electric engines. The logistics system is out of red electronics. I wonder why. Oh, I think because I took it all. I think I took a whole crap ton to build these frames. I keep forgetting exactly what I've been up to with how much is still going on in my head and how much I want to cover. Yes, it is out. Why is it out? Copper wire. It's amazing how quickly copper wire especially fills and then is immediately depleted. Yeah, another problem is none of the copper plates are coming through fast enough. Okay, again, pause. You have enough, thank you. What are you at? What are you at? Okay. Sigh of relief, sigh of contentment. Good. We have plenty of purple science coming in. That's great. Logistics robot speed is almost half done. Perfect. Let's draw up a plan here. I need to find iron. Iron is critical. I need to really start moving around here. Still a lot of baddies going on. I don't really want to do the turret creep method. Even though that does work. Let's see here. I do have other tech, don't I? Poison capsules. I need some coal. So let's go ahead and grab that. Poison capsules are great. You chuck about, I don't know, 10 of them. You can easily wipe out a lot of the worms. I don't know if we've discussed worms at all. Sure, 20. Perfect. The worms actually are defensive creatures. They burrow into the ground, and I need some ammo. So I'm really trying to make this an expedition here. Do I have all my rail? I think that's all my rail. I'm gonna grab some stone and make more rail. Um, the worms are effectively turrets. They burrow. They're in the ground. They burrow up with a bit of an animation, and what they do is they spit at you, which makes perfect sense what they do based on the name or whatever. But think of like the movie Dune or the video game Dune or any of the things with Dune in it. That should give you a pretty accurate idea of about what we're up against. It's pretty accurate what they do too. I'm kidding. They're not Shai Hulud. They're not that big. But that's about what you could imagine with the animation and everything like that. There's that. I want just a crap ton more of this. Good. We have more logistics bots now. Nope, we're still making the frames. Yeah, that's fine. We can spend all this time doing that. I've got no problem with that. Let's see. We're a ways away from a personal roboport and construction robots. But that's alright. So, back to this. We're building a bunch more track and train and everything. What can we really do to expand? I want to get right here. I gotta at least get through one of these nests to make that a safe travel. Bunch of trees too. I was really hoping I wouldn't have to worry about so many trees. A lot of little spatterings. Looks like these guys are starting to expand a little bit. Actually, this might be easier. It's a longer trip. Man, so many options. I just don't know what I want. But let's at least get moving a bit. I'm going to do this by foot, considering I'm going to be placing all this train track. So let's do this. I'm sure that's just plugged into a different network. That's why it's not freaking out about energy. Do I have underground at all? I totally don't. Awesome. Anyway, let's at least get started, shall we? Yeah, construction bots are pretty instantaneous when it comes to removing stuff. I think actually they are absolutely instantaneous. So that's an even cooler thing when you use the right there. When you use the blueprints, the destruction blueprints, they'll just go ahead and just bulldoze the whole stupid whatever you want, especially forests. Now I just want to cut down enough so I can get the crap out of here. Very good. So I'm thinking I'm just going to get out of this clearing and then we'll start turning directions and such. Or I want to get to a clearing, I should say. The problem is this forest is a little dense, so we've got to cut out a little bit, and also the train tracks are a little dense as well. Kind of wide-ish. So we need to make sure we at least get out of this friggin' forest, but I want, like I said, I want to leave a lot of this stuff intact. Very good. Robot speed 3. Robot speed 4 is cheaper than logistic cargo size 3. Let's do this. I'd rather them be a little more speedy, because the faster they are, the less time they're really spending bouncing back and forth to recharge stations. They can actually get to wherever they want to go in a fairly decent manner. So let's see here. I kind of want a couple of things here. I want this to go this way. I want one line to go to the right. And am I under attack? I was, but they got murdered. Okay. How close until I can really get out of these trees? A little more. How close am I to them? Oh gosh, that is just unnerving. Unnerving and a half. Did that connect? That did. Okay, so here's how I want to do this. I want to make sure the train coming in has all the directions it wants, and also the train going out. So we're going to do something like this. Fairly straightforward. Just build this, I think I want something like that. Okay. Where did this turn? Oh, it turns right there. Okay. So I do want something like this. And then I think I need... Come on. Nope. I'll do a... Oop. There. Nope. I had it right the first time. And then this will curve out like so. Unfortunately, that did not work the way I had hoped. So let's span this out a little bit more here. We got the room. I just want to get the functionality right. There we go. Is that about right? Cool. Looks a little clunky, but let's stick with that. And then this will come down as well. Now, this isn't going to be as elaborate as some larger networks, rail networks. I just want something that's functional. We can get 1 or 2 trains going, get some commodities back in HQ. It's all I'm really aiming for here. Now, what did I say was the one I needed to blow up? That one, huh? And we're working on our poison grenades right now. We do have our turret creep method, which I'm unfortunately going to use. Until I get power armor and some other heavy hitting stuff, I kind of feel like it's a safe bet. Now, where are these guys? There they are. So here we go. Small wall. Single turret. Some ammo. Let's get all this other malarkey out of my inventory. I really need wall, turret, ammo, and poison grenades. Poison capsules. That's what's really going to do it for me. So, ollie ollie oxen free. No problem. Move up. Wall. Wall. There we go. Grab my turrets. A little sloppy on my part. The trees in the way are kind of giving me a little bit of interference. I'll blame it on that. Thank you very much. But those turrets are going to run interference for me. There's a worm right there. See him hit me like that? We're just going to do 1, 2 of those bad boys. Oh, that's right. I forgot. They do damage trees. Oof, they clear. They clear trees. The good thing is they don't damage me at all. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, no! Alright. Defeated. 8 hours in. That's okay. Thank God for autosaves. Load. Mark that down. First fatality. Ouch. Ouch, man. We could probably just do this straight turrets, but let's get those worms out of the way. Yep, these things work like a charm. Literally chuck them, no problem. You're not going to have any issues trying to get closer to the nest. And my example right here, exactly. Bam, bam. No problem. Bit of repairs. There you are. Here's my repair buddy. Repair buddy. Oh, crap. That's not what I wanted. Considering the items don't stack if they're damaged, they're considered separate entities. It's always important to make sure you repair your turrets. Repair your turrets, kids. That's Johnny's orders. Okay. I'm done with the capsules. I just want them at the end of the stack. Now build more capsules. There's a lot of other fun capsules we can be using, defender capsules and such, but... Oh, did that just appear? Interesting. Not a big deal. I'm not here for coal. I'm here for iron. And that iron to the right, yeah, is like 4 times more promising than this little pile here. So, turret. Turret. Any worms? No worms, actually. We can do this whole thing via the turret creeping. You get your hotkeys down right, you get the little clicking and selecting and filling done properly, you can do this pretty much no-brainer. Especially considering they have more than enough hit points, I can always repair them if they need to be repaired on the battlefield. Otherwise, I just wait till we're done. There we go. Yeah, again, I know, boring tactic, but it's going to get the job done until we get a little bit farther. Have a second, get everything repaired, because we're going to be moving pretty darn quickly to the next base. Actually, right here is the next base. So this was easy. Hey, what's up? Bunch of sly little jerks. I didn't see you guys coming out of the trees. No problem. Yeah, those worms will mess you up on the quick. There we go. We have our new wall to fall back on. Oh. Next hive is right here already. Wow. Alright, well, let's do the work. I want to be careful with how many of these hives I just go all willy-nilly and blow up. Like I mentioned before, this is one of the things that can greatly increase the evolution factor for the enemy. So this is something I want to be very careful of, that I'm not just going all guns blazing all the time. Oh yeah, we're using some poison here. Bring it. That's what I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should do it. Let that just work itself out. Move up the wall a little bit here. There we go. Yoink, yoink, and yoink. I should have taken care of the worms or most of them, but we're still going to sneak in with our turrets here. It's not a sexy approach, but dadgum it works. I don't see any more worms. I'm just going to move in and see if they hit me. How's that sound for tactics? Alright. Turrets. Take, and take, and take, and take. And repair. Holy crap. Repair. Repairing these turrets is more important than me putting down fresh ones. Oh, is that oh, that's a spitter. I'll let the turrets take care of that. Oh crap, I am out of ammo. Yep, I am quietly out of ammo. You burn through a lot of it doing this turret creeping nonsense, because if you chuck a bunch in and the turrets are doing a lot of the heavy lifting, that's certainly going to be the case. Oh, we can just finish this off right here. Ammo, ammo, ammo. Thank you, thank you. I'll take you. And, oh, very cool. Excellent. That cleaned up a lot for me. Very happy about that. Let's just place all our turrets and get these things repaired. The good thing is, while we've been running around, we have been doing crafting, so we have all those extra logistics droids I want to get back to base pretty soonish, but there's just so much stuff I want to do. It's again the same thing. Let's see here. I will want more drills. Let's just start auto-crafting that. How much iron do we have? Please tell me cubic load tons. Awesome. That's stronger than our first field, I think. That's as strong. Oh, look at all that copper. Oh, Homer Simpson. Oh. Okay. Situation report. We're low on ammo. I could start setting up something of a shop. Why not? Oh, by the way, I am not ferrying all that ammo down here. That's just not going to happen. That would be such a pain in the butt. Now, what we could do is we could build a supply train to ferry ammunition down here, but I'm not going to build conveyor belts. Forget that. That'll actually work out pretty nice. We could say that we want, like, the first car to have ammo and repair kits and a couple of other things. Like that would actually be a pretty smart move, just to have those things at the ready. Like, maybe think of it like a garbage or a military surplus or whatever. And then the other cargo trucks will have everything else. Run back's not too bad. If it were for less trees, I think I'd be a lot more interested in trying to get the car running back and forth. And we're going to use the car next if we need to get there faster. The train track's too wide. That's going to give us something to get going on and moving around on until the trains start running. When the trains start running, we need to stay the cluck off the tracks. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of those. And then let's just get this set up. Just get this done with. The chest, as I mentioned before, is the buffer. And this is just going to go something just like this. Now later on we're going to have to split this up and redo our processing, like I've said, but this is just for iron. I just want the iron to get going. Okay, available logistics robot 0 of 20. Guess what? Where? There you are. Bink. Oh, look at that. Quite a bit faster. I like that. It's a nice improvement. That's going to keep everything going quite well there. And speaking of things to go quite well, you need iron, right? And inserters. Inserters need iron. Like, the thing is, I'm so afraid I'm just tapping everything out of my personal stash just to keep things going. That's because we're just running out of stuff. Oh my gosh, copper also. Let's get some coal. Let's keep our mines going. Keep this whole process spinning. This is what I want. I want tons of wall. I want tons of everything. And again, we can put any of this crap right into logistics crates for use and holding for later. Ding. There we go. Very good. Alright, let's get the copper fixed while we're here. Actually, there's nothing really to fix. Everything is utilized as much as it can with how much resources left. Okay, so we need to find different copper. We should be sitting pretty well in copper for a while. We did have that logistics storage chest. Couldn't think of the word. And we've got plenty in there, so I'm happy with that. It's just everything else we're kind of low on, especially go figure iron. So let's go ahead and run the rest of this track. Oh, where are my quick inserters? There we go. Cool. Now that's going to take care of everything from that perspective. Now, let's go ahead and get our train going on. Oh, yes, right. I would like one of these, please. Now, the bigger thing is I'm not expecting my train to go all the way to every single resource drop-off point. I'm not. Oh, crap, I built two of them on accident. There we go. What I'm expecting to do, whoops, come on now. What I'm expecting to do is build a station. And that station is going to get all the resources from the local area. That's what I'm expecting, if that makes any sense at all. So, we're going to take this diagonally. So let's remove some of this and this one. Very good. And let's see if we can do this right. This diagonal stuff is such a pain, and I can't wait for version 0.13, because they're going to totally redo, and I saw in the forums and everything, they're going to totally redo how these rails work and how the railways are constructed. It's really slick. It's very, very slick. Oh. Effectively, it turns into like a drag and drop kind of a thing. You select it. Is that connected? I think there's just trees in the way. Effectively, you just drag one point to another, and it automatically goes through and calculates a path for you. I don't know if it's the best path. I don't know if they're that far yet, but what it will do is it will come up with a path and say, hey, you should go this way, or this is at least a way to go. You know what? It doesn't really matter. It's getting it on that side, considering I'm going to place them there anyhow. And how many track do I have? Not enough. Now, realistically, I should have done the left side first, because that's the way the train's going to be coming on anyhow. I am doing this right? Yeah, okay, cool. So effectively, I want to build this whole thing so that way the trains have one way to go, one path, and we'll add signals in between all this stuff. So rail signals. Let's just get a bunch built. There we go. Just a bunch into my inventory. Don't really care about it too much right now. With the rail signals, let's see, can I do a good job explaining it? I think it was Albert Einstein that said, if you can't explain it simply, you don't know the topic well enough. So let me give it a try to explain it simply. What the rail signals do is they break up the rail line, or the railway, or the, however you want to explain the choo-choo track. It breaks it up into small digestible pieces, so that way trains will not collide with another train in front of it. It gives the trains an ability to detect if the room in front of them is safe for travel, and if not, you'll get a proper signal saying you can't go any further, you have to stop here. Doing that makes it possible for you to have multiple trains on the same track without them running into each other and dealing damage. Now, you learn how to use these pretty quickly if you've ever played a TTD, or Open TTD as it's called now, or Transport Tycoon Deluxe as it was called when I played it, when I was a wee nipper. You really learn a lot of the basics of the trains and how you can make a very complex train system with not a lot of smarts. And by that I mean those systems were simple enough to make the idea of building a massive rail network fun and enjoyable. It made it simple enough that way the information was digestible, and even if you're not a hardcore like model train kind of a guy or gal or whatever, it still made it easy enough. So once we get some of the rail signals built, I'll give you a small demonstration of how that works, but effectively that's what the rail signals do. They break up the line, the rail line, into smaller chunks, and that way you could actually use it with multiple trains. Otherwise, you can only really safely have one train on it, because you don't know if another train's ever going to smack into another one. That becomes very problematic if you have more than one train, or you want to push way more freight, or what have you. So just continue this on a little bit, little tedious part, but it's always the first one. A good game always makes the first one difficult, whatever you're doing. The first tech, the first whatever, and then after that, as the game progresses and moves on, it should make it easier. So by the time we get this copper and iron rigged in, I think what's going to happen is we'll have plenty of resources to do with what we want, and then we'll be able to get our construction robots and our roboports and all that other rigmarole. That should make things a lot easier. Now what I'm thinking on the map is I'm going to pull this right next to the iron because there's a bunch of copper surrounding it, and that's going to give us a good amount of leverage. The only thing I might be worried about is this red nest I'm kind of getting closer to. I'll be able to take care of that. I need more ammo. Oh, siren's going off. We're actually getting damaged. Let's load that up a bit. That's a good start. Anywhere? Okay, it already disappeared. That means it wasn't that severe. That's the assumption I have, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, the signals, I have them here. The signals, you put them on the right side of the track, the way the train is facing. So on this side, this is the way the train is going to the mine, coming back, okay? When you build these things called blocks, and these segregate the individual chunks of line with each other. See how the arrows go all the way down like this, but here if I add another one it stops? That makes a block. I believe that's what that's referred to. So here we have a block. That means with the train, if it is a green signal like it is now, that means this next path is clear. As the train is coming up, it'll see this and it'll keep going. This red one means somewhere in between here and the next block or the next signal, there is a train. You cannot proceed any further. In that case, we'll keep taking these rail signals and adding them. So watch what happens when I place one like here. Oh, hang on. Place it here. This one turns red because we don't have another signal, but this one turns green because it signifies this next block is safe for travel. We'll add more of these later and we'll deal with them when we have more trains, but right now that maybe just gives you at least a little bit of a taste how that works. As you build that throughout your entire system and add that into your rail network, you can have multiple trains. As long as the rail network itself can support it, you don't really have a risk of collisions. What you do have a risk of after that are called deadlocks, which means you've built it in such a manner that a train is too long for the block or the gap, or you just have too many trains and the trains can't move fast enough. This looks like a small den. Yes, it does. So, I only have 3 turrets? Really? I could have sworn I had like 6. Am I high? What? No, I don't see them. Alright, well, whatever. 6 in ammo works. Oh, no. I don't want that much ammo. Hang on. I do want more ammo, but I want to actually get somewhere with this train network sometime this episode. There's that. What's up, jerks? In turret we trust. Yes, in turret we trust. There we go. Now we have our wall. Make this a little fun and dirty. Oh, crap. They have a big worm. Ow, 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 ow. Was that a medium worm? 2 hits. 2 hits almost took me completely out of the game. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna... You bet your buttons I'm gonna wait right here. Actually, I could just keep adding more to the rail. Why don't I do that instead? Stay productive. Yeah, worms, as another point, will not come out of the ground. They are stationary where they are at. They can't move. They can't reposition. So once you get a couple of them poison grenades in there, you get enough of them, it's a done deal for the worms. Okay. So I'm thinking, maybe right where my mouse is where I want to set up my first. No. Oh, I take that. Yeah. Let's just get started. I want to really get something moving. Next episode, I really want to get to a point where we are bringing back resources. Like I want to start bringing back resources right now, but we don't really have enough clout for that. Either way, I'm going to pause it right here while we're murdering dudes. And we'll call this an episode. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you next time.